From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Well, we've had a few good areas of downpours already, and there's more to come. And, you know, really when we talk about from a drought standpoint, our northern and western counties really, frankly, need it the most, where we've just had that split of lighter to the north and heavier to the south going back over the last several months, whether it's been rain or snow. Last 24 hours, really this last about 12 hours or so, those heavier downpours we had last night, just north of Tulsa proper. Skiatook, you've had over an inch of rain. Talala, not too far off from an inch. Same in Veneta. Nowata, about 3/4 of an inch of rain. But again, a sharp cutoff. You get to Bartlesville and Copan, just a couple tenths. About between 1/4 and half an inch around Pawhuska, and then you get to northern Osage County, almost nothing so far. But you've got more rain on the way. And in contrast, where a lot of times the heavier rains and snows have fallen over the past several weeks, several months, right now our southeastern counties, so far you've only had very minimal amounts. But this is going to kind of flip around over the next 24 hours or so as more rounds of rain and occasional storms develop. With time, especially tonight into early tomorrow, a lot of the heavier rains are going to again focus in southeastern Oklahoma. So it's become pretty obvious, the divide, when we talk about the drought conditions. Basically, I-44, Highway 75 to the west, we're still under extreme to exceptional drought. Further to the east, you get towards Tahlequah, Stigler, Wilburton. We're almost technically out of drought stage. That yellow is considered abnormally dry, which is kind of the lowest end precursor to drought stage. So the further east you head, the better off we've been from the drought standpoint. And this system's kind of lining up that way again as far as where the heaviest amounts are going to fall. Forecast amounts through tomorrow, and this is kind of on top of what's fallen already. Generally, the further north and west you head, where you see that lighter shade of green, would be under an inch of rain, and some spots will be well under an inch of rain. Unfortunately, portions of southeast Kansas, maybe western Pawnee, western Osage County, at least the way it's lining up right now, this green shading to be up to an inch of rain, including the Tulsa Metro, and then somewhere from I-44 to the south and east is where 1 to 2, 1 to 3 inch rainfall totals look more and more likely, especially tonight into early tomorrow, particularly in southeastern Oklahoma. At least that's how it's lining up. Now, what's spreading in right now is still focusing more towards I-44 to the north, which again is where we need it the most. So showers, maybe an occasional rumble of thunder or two, but this is mostly just going to be cold rain. Spreading into the southern Tulsa Metro, Okfuskee County, Creek County, Pawnee, and Osage County, where you see these brighter reflectivities, the yellows and reds. I mean, we're well above freezing, of course, but it's not out of the question that you could see a few ice pellets mixing in, where you see those higher reflectivities this afternoon, just because it's maybe just a little bit of elevated instability. Again, it's mostly just going to be cold rain. And southeastern Oklahoma, just some sprinkles for now. But you're about to have a whole lot more in the next day, day and a half. Let's take a look from Jinx. Here's a look from downtown. We're holding at 45. That's basically where we're going to stay. Our temperatures are going to be pretty level through the afternoon hours. As we roll you through this on Future View, there's that activity spreading across I-44 to the north. Eventually, we'll start to see some scattered showers, maybe a rumble or two of thunder at times in southeastern Oklahoma by late in the day. We'll continue to have rounds redeveloping tonight. With time later tonight, this will kind of taper off to the north and will fill in across eastern and southeastern Oklahoma. That kind of trend will continue into tomorrow morning. We may have a bit of a break around morning rush hour, early morning hours tomorrow before it fills back in from south to north again. So pretty soggy on Wednesday. And once again, a few embedded heavy downpours a possibility. Wednesday afternoon's temperatures similar to today. Most of us will hold in the 40s. Then as the system exits, Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, this is when the upper level storm system moves overhead and we cool down just enough. It doesn't look like much, but look right in here. Wednesday night, we might have a little bit of a wintry mix on the very tail end of that system late Wednesday night. Temperatures will be above freezing, so even if we do end up with that northwest of Tulsa tomorrow night, it's unlikely we'd have accumulation. But right as the system ends, at the very tail end tomorrow night, could have a couple hours of a wintry mix, mostly north of Tulsa. Then temperatures kind of up and down for the rest of the week, but mostly chilly. We don't have any more 60-degree readings, at least showing up for the rest of the work week. A little bit warmer on Thursday, and then we turn chilly again, kind of blustery on Friday as another cold front moves through. So in general, a little bit more normal February temperatures. But if all works out as planned, it looks like south winds should kick in a little bit more of a warming trend just in time for the upcoming weekend.